Today, we are going to talk about something many of us think about, but few of us fully understand: how to get into a meaningful relationship. Relationships are one of the most beautiful parts of life, yet they can also be the most confusing. Many people feel lost, wondering why they're single or why connections never last. But the truth is, building a healthy relationship isn't about luck. It's about mindset, self-awareness, and action. Before entering any relationship, the most important step is to truly know yourself. Many people rush into relationships without understanding who they are, what they want, or what they need from a partner. This lack of self-awareness often leads to unhealthy dynamics, misunderstandings, and heartbreak. Knowing yourself is not just about recognizing your likes and dislikes, it's about understanding your core values, boundaries, and long-term goals. When you are self-aware, you can communicate effectively, make conscious choices, and attract a partner who aligns with your life vision. Understanding your values is a crucial part of knowing yourself. Values are the principles that guide your decisions and behavior in life. They influence what you consider important in a relationship, such as trust, loyalty, honesty, or respect. If you are unclear about your values, you might compromise on things that matter most to you, causing dissatisfaction and conflict. Reflecting on your priorities and identifying non-negotiables helps you filter out incompatible partners. By knowing your values, you ensure that your relationship is built on a strong foundation rather than temporary attraction or convenience. Equally important is understanding your emotional needs. Emotional awareness allows you to recognize what makes you feel secure, loved, and appreciated. Some people need constant reassurance, while others value independence and personal space. Understanding these needs enables you to choose a partner who can fulfill them in a healthy way. Ignoring your emotional needs can lead to dependency or resentment over time. When you are aware of your feelings and needs, you can express them clearly to a potential partner, creating a relationship rooted in understanding and mutual support rather than frustration or unmet expectations. Self-reflection also involves recognizing your strengths and weaknesses. Everyone has qualities that make them unique, as well as areas that need improvement. Being honest with yourself about both allows for personal growth and prepares you for a balanced relationship. A person who knows their weaknesses can work on them rather than projecting issues onto their partner. Likewise, acknowledging your strengths helps you bring positivity, confidence, and value into a relationship. When you are aware of who you are in your entirety, you become a more authentic partner and attract someone who appreciates you genuinely. Another essential aspect of knowing yourself is understanding your past experiences and patterns. Many people unconsciously repeat behaviors from previous relationships, whether positive or negative. By reflecting on past connections, you can identify what worked, what didn't, and what types of partners align with your goals. Awareness of past patterns helps you avoid repeating mistakes and empowers you to make conscious choices moving forward. Knowing yourself includes being honest about your fears, insecurities, and tendencies, which allows you to enter a relationship with clarity rather than repeating cycles of emotional confusion. Understanding your life goals is equally critical. A relationship is not just about companionship, it's about partnership in achieving your dreams and visions for the future. If your long-term goals are unclear, you might find yourself in conflicts with a partner whose path doesn't align with yours. Reflecting on what you want in your career, lifestyle, and personal growth helps you identify a partner who supports and complements your aspirations. A relationship with shared direction and ambition is more likely to thrive because both individuals can grow together rather than drift apart due to misaligned priorities. Knowing yourself also means being comfortable with being alone. Many people seek relationships to fill a void or escape loneliness, which often leads to unhealthy attachments. When you are self-sufficient and at peace with yourself, you attract partners who value your independence and strength. Being comfortable alone also allows you to set boundaries and make decisions that prioritize your well-being. A person who understands themselves does not settle for less than they deserve and can engage in a relationship from a place of choice rather than desperation, fostering mutual respect and genuine connection. Self-awareness improves decision-making in relationships. When you know yourself, you can recognize red flags, avoid toxic dynamics, and make choices that align with your values. Understanding your limits and boundaries enables you to communicate them clearly and enforce them respectfully. This clarity prevents misunderstandings and reduces the likelihood of entering relationships that do not serve your growth. Knowing yourself equips you with the wisdom to identify partners who are compatible, supportive, and aligned with your vision for life, creating the groundwork for a healthy, balanced, and fulfilling relationship. Finally, knowing yourself fosters confidence and authenticity. When you understand your worth and identity, you approach relationships with honesty and clarity. You no longer feel the need to pretend or change yourself to gain approval or affection. This authenticity is magnetic. It draws people who appreciate you for who you truly are rather than who you appear to be. Confidence rooted in self-awareness also allows you to handle challenges gracefully and maintain emotional stability. In short, knowing yourself is the cornerstone of attracting a healthy, lasting relationship and forming a deep, meaningful connection. In conclusion, knowing yourself first is the foundation of any successful relationship. Self-awareness allows you to understand your values, emotional needs, strengths, weaknesses, past patterns, life goals, and boundaries. It empowers you to communicate clearly, set standards, and attract a partner who aligns with your vision. A relationship built on self-knowledge is rooted in authenticity, respect, and shared growth, rather than insecurity or dependence. By taking the time to understand and love yourself, you prepare the ground for a connection that is not only fulfilling but also transformative for both partners. Building a fulfilling life is essential before entering a relationship. Many people believe that a relationship will complete them or solve their problems, but this mindset often leads to dependency and disappointment. True fulfillment comes from developing yourself, pursuing your passions, and creating a life that excites you. When you are happy and satisfied on your own, you naturally attract people who are aligned with your energy and values. A fulfilling life gives you confidence, purpose, and resilience, which are all qualities that strengthen any relationship you enter. Focusing on personal growth is a key part of building a fulfilling life. This means investing time and effort in developing your skills, expanding your knowledge, and improving yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically. Personal growth increases your self-esteem and creates a sense of achievement that cannot be dependent on someone else. It also makes you more interesting and attractive as a partner. When you are committed to your own growth, you bring a sense of purpose and inspiration into your relationships, which encourages mutual development and a stronger, more meaningful connection. Another important aspect of building a fulfilling life is nurturing your passions and hobbies. Pursuing activities that bring you joy gives your life depth and richness, independent of a partner. Hobbies also provide opportunities to meet like-minded individuals who share your interests, increasing the chances of finding a compatible partner. Engaging in your passions keeps you balanced and prevents the relationship from becoming your sole source of happiness. A person who has a vibrant, active life is naturally more magnetic as they radiate enthusiasm, creativity, and confidence that attracts others. Developing a strong social circle is equally crucial. Relationships thrive when both partners have healthy connections with friends and family. Social interaction provides support, perspective, and joy, which complement your romantic relationship. By building meaningful friendships, you cultivate empathy, communication skills, and emotional intelligence. Surrounding yourself with positive, inspiring people also influences your behavior and mindset in beneficial ways. A fulfilling life with a strong social network ensures that your happiness is not solely reliant on your partner, creating a balanced dynamic where both individuals maintain independence and mutual respect. Financial stability is another important factor in building a fulfilling life. While love is not about money, having financial independence reduces stress and provides freedom to make conscious choices in relationships. Being responsible with your finances demonstrates maturity, reliability, and foresight, qualities that are highly attractive in a partner. Financial stability also allows you to focus on emotional connection rather than constant worry or conflict about resources. By creating security and self-sufficiency in your life, you ensure that your relationship is based on love and compatibility rather than dependence or obligation. Health and wellness are critical components of a fulfilling life. Taking care of your body through regular exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate rest improves energy, confidence, and emotional balance. Physical and mental health affect every aspect of your life, including your ability to connect with others authentically. When you prioritize your well-being, you demonstrate self-respect and discipline, which positively impacts your relationship. A partner who values their own health is more likely to attract someone who shares the same commitment, leading to a supportive and active lifestyle together. Creating purpose and direction in your life is essential for fulfillment. Knowing what you want to achieve personally and professionally gives your life meaning and prevents stagnation. When you have clear goals, you make conscious choices about your time, energy, and relationships. Purpose-driven individuals are inspiring and attractive as they carry confidence and determination. In a relationship, having your own direction prevents codependency and ensures that both partners grow together rather than drifting apart. Building a fulfilling life allows you to engage in a relationship as a whole person, bringing stability and motivation to the connection. Learning to enjoy your own company is a fundamental part of fulfillment. Many people fear being alone and seek relationships to fill that void. However, happiness cannot depend solely on another person. Being comfortable with solitude allows you to reflect, recharge, and appreciate your individuality. It also enables you to approach relationships from a place of choice rather than neediness. When you are content and self-sufficient, you create space for a healthy partnership built on mutual respect, love, and companionship rather than insecurity or reliance on the other person for emotional validation. A fulfilling life also teaches resilience and patience. Life is full of challenges, and developing coping strategies independently strengthens your emotional intelligence. Resilience allows you to handle conflicts and stress in relationships without falling into negativity or blame. Patience is cultivated through personal experiences and helps you understand that meaningful connections take time to develop. By building a fulfilling life, you equip yourself with the tools and mindset to navigate relationship difficulties gracefully. This foundation ensures that your romantic connection is built on strength, understanding, and mutual support, rather than desperation or instability. Finally, building a fulfilling life attracts the right kind of partner. People are naturally drawn to those who are confident, passionate, and self-sufficient. By focusing on your own happiness and growth, you radiate energy that is magnetic and authentic. A fulfilling life ensures that you enter a relationship as a whole person, capable of giving and receiving love without losing your identity. This foundation creates relationships that are meaningful, balanced, and long-lasting. When you prioritize building your own life, the right relationship will follow naturally, complementing the life you have already created. In conclusion, building a fulfilling life is essential before entering a relationship. By focusing on personal growth, pursuing passions, nurturing social connections, achieving financial stability, prioritizing health, creating purpose, enjoying solitude, and cultivating resilience, you prepare yourself to enter a relationship as a whole person. A fulfilling life attracts partners who align with your energy, values, and goals. By living fully and independently, you ensure that your relationship is built on love, compatibility, and mutual respect rather than dependency or need, creating the foundation for a meaningful and lasting connection. Healing and communication are essential steps before entering a successful relationship. Many people carry emotional baggage from past experiences that unconsciously influence their behavior and decisions. Without addressing these wounds, individuals often repeat patterns that prevent meaningful connections. Healing involves understanding your emotions, acknowledging past hurts, and letting go of resentment or fear. Communication goes hand in hand with healing, as it allows you to express your needs, boundaries, and feelings openly. Together, healing and communication form the foundation of a healthy, balanced, and fulfilling relationship that grows on trust and understanding. Emotional healing starts with self-reflection. Take time to examine past relationships, experiences, and personal challenges that may have left a mark on your heart. Identify the pain points, insecurities, and fears that might be affecting your present. Understanding these patterns enables you to avoid projecting them onto future partners. Healing does not mean forgetting or ignoring the past. It means processing it, learning from it, and using the experience to grow stronger. When you approach relationships with emotional clarity, you are less likely to repeat mistakes and more likely to foster a nurturing, supportive connection with your partner. Forgiveness is a crucial part of healing. Holding on to anger, resentment, or blame can create emotional barriers that prevent genuine intimacy. Forgiveness is not about excusing the actions of others, but about freeing yourself from the weight of past pain. By letting go of grudges, you allow yourself to approach new relationships with an open heart. Forgiving yourself for past mistakes is equally important, as self-blame can hinder growth and confidence. Healing through forgiveness creates emotional space for love, trust, and vulnerability, which are essential for building a deep, lasting connection with the right partner. Self-awareness enhances both healing and communication. Understanding your triggers, emotional responses, and needs allows you to navigate relationships more consciously. When you know what causes stress or discomfort, you can address it proactively rather than react impulsively. Self-awareness also helps you express your feelings clearly, reducing misunderstandings and conflicts. By recognizing your emotions and their origins, you gain the ability to communicate with empathy and honesty. This creates an environment where both partners feel heard, respected, and valued, fostering trust and intimacy that strengthens the foundation of a healthy relationship. Effective communication is the backbone of any successful relationship. Being able to articulate your thoughts, feelings, and expectations prevents confusion and resentment. Communication is not only about speaking, but also about listening actively and empathetically. Understanding your partner's perspective, acknowledging their emotions, and responding thoughtfully are critical skills. Clear communication also allows for healthy conflict resolution, ensuring that disagreements are addressed constructively rather than escalating into long-term issues. By combining self-awareness and emotional healing with strong communication skills, you lay the groundwork for a partnership built on mutual understanding and respect. Boundaries play a vital role in both healing and communication. Knowing your limits and expressing them clearly helps protect your emotional well-being. Boundaries ensure that your needs are respected and prevent codependency or manipulation. Communicating boundaries requires confidence, clarity, and consistency. By setting and enforcing boundaries, you teach your partner how to engage with you respectfully and foster a balanced relationship. Healing allows you to recognize what is acceptable and what is not, while communication ensures that these limits are understood. Together, boundaries, healing, and communication create a safe and nurturing environment for love to flourish. Patience is another essential component of healing and communication. Healing is not instantaneous, and effective communication requires practice and understanding. Rushing through emotional processing or expecting immediate results in relationships often leads to frustration and setbacks. Patience allows you to give yourself time to recover from past wounds, learn from experiences, and approach relationships thoughtfully. Similarly, patience in communication helps you listen fully and respond with care rather than reacting impulsively. Developing patience strengthens your ability to navigate challenges, build trust, and maintain emotional stability, which are crucial for long-term relationship success. Vulnerability is a natural outcome of healing and communication. When you are emotionally healed, you can open up without fear of judgment or rejection. Sharing your authentic self, including your fears, dreams, and insecurities, fosters intimacy and connection. Communication provides the vehicle for expressing this vulnerability safely. By being vulnerable, you invite your partner to reciprocate, creating a cycle of trust and closeness. Healing ensures that vulnerability is not a source of weakness but a strength, allowing both partners to feel safe, understood, and emotionally connected, forming the foundation for a meaningful and lasting relationship. Trust is built through consistent healing and communication. Emotional wounds and poor communication can erode trust quickly, but addressing these issues proactively strengthens the bond between partners. When you communicate openly and demonstrate emotional accountability, you signal reliability and integrity. Healing helps you approach trust with clarity and without unnecessary fear or suspicion. As trust develops, it creates a secure environment where love, respect, and intimacy can thrive. By prioritizing healing and practicing clear, empathetic communication, you establish a strong foundation of trust that supports the growth and longevity of your relationship. Finally, integrating healing and communication into your life ensures that you enter relationships as a whole and emotionally available person. Healing your past, understanding your emotional needs, and expressing yourself effectively allows for genuine connection and mutual growth. Relationships flourish when both individuals are aware of themselves, their emotions, and their impact on the partnership. By prioritizing emotional well-being and fostering open communication, you create the conditions for a balanced, supportive, and loving relationship. Healing and communication are not just skills, they are essential practices that transform relationships into lasting, fulfilling partnerships. In conclusion, healing and communication are essential for building a healthy relationship. By reflecting on past experiences, forgiving, developing self-awareness, expressing needs clearly, setting boundaries, practicing patience, embracing vulnerability, and building trust, you prepare yourself to engage meaningfully with a partner. Healing ensures emotional availability, while communication allows mutual understanding and respect. Together, these practices prevent repeating negative patterns and foster a connection that is authentic, balanced, and nurturing. By committing to emotional healing and effective communication, you create a foundation for a relationship that grows in love, trust, and mutual fulfillment. Taking action with patience is a crucial step in finding a meaningful relationship. Many people wait passively for the perfect person to appear, believing that love will happen by chance. While destiny may play a role, most relationships require proactive effort. Taking action means putting yourself out there, meeting new people, and creating opportunities for connection. At the same time, patience is necessary to avoid rushing into unsuitable relationships. By balancing effort with careful discernment, you ensure that the relationships you attract are healthy, compatible, and aligned with your values. The first step in taking action is expanding your social circle. Meeting new people increases your chances of finding someone compatible. Attend events, join clubs or communities, and engage in activities that interest you. Networking not only exposes you to potential partners, but also builds confidence, social skills, and meaningful friendships. While you put yourself in these environments, it is essential to exercise patience. Building connections takes time, and not every encounter will lead to a relationship. Persistence, coupled with patience, allows you to gradually meet people who share your values and interests. Online dating and social platforms are valuable tools for taking action in today's world. They provide access to a wider pool of potential partners and allow you to express your personality upfront. However, success in online dating requires both effort and patience. You must be discerning in your choices, communicate authentically, and avoid rushing into superficial connections. Rejection or lack of immediate results can be discouraging, but patience ensures that you stay committed to your journey. By approaching online dating thoughtfully and persistently, you increase your chances of finding a meaningful connection rather than settling for convenience or temporary attraction. Taking action also involves improving your social and communication skills. Approaching potential partners confidently, engaging in conversations, and expressing interest respectfully are essential steps in forming connections. These skills do not develop overnight and require practice, feedback, and reflection. Patience allows you to refine your approach without frustration or self-doubt. By taking deliberate steps to enhance your social competence, you make yourself more approachable and attractive to others. Action combined with patience ensures that your efforts are consistent, measured, and ultimately effective in building meaningful relationships rather than impulsive or superficial ones. Self-reflection should accompany all actions taken in the pursuit of a relationship. Evaluate your interactions, learn from experiences, and adjust your approach as necessary. Self-reflection prevents repeated mistakes and ensures that your actions are aligned with your values and relationship goals. Patience helps you process these experiences without losing motivation or becoming discouraged. By combining reflection with proactive effort, you create a strategy that is both thoughtful and effective. Action without reflection can lead to frustration, while reflection without action leads to stagnation. The balance of both ensures steady progress toward finding a compatible partner. Taking action requires courage and vulnerability. Reaching out to someone, expressing interest, or initiating a conversation involves the risk of rejection. However, vulnerability is necessary for forming genuine connections. Patience allows you to accept setbacks gracefully, understanding that not every effort will result in a relationship. Each attempt provides learning opportunities and builds resilience. By embracing vulnerability and balancing it with patience, you maintain emotional stability and confidence, demonstrating qualities that are attractive and conducive to healthy, meaningful relationships. Action is the catalyst, and patience ensures sustainable, confident engagement. Consistency is key when taking action with patience. Sporadic efforts or giving up too quickly often prevent success. Regularly engaging with new people, maintaining friendships, and participating in social activities increases your chances of meeting the right partner. Patience ensures that you remain committed even when immediate results are not visible. Consistency demonstrates reliability, discipline, and seriousness about your goals. By combining steady action with patient perseverance, you create a momentum that eventually leads to opportunities and connections that align with your values, life goals, and desire for a fulfilling relationship. Understanding timing is another vital aspect of taking action with patience. Not every attempt will bear fruit immediately, and not every person you meet will be a suitable match. Patience allows you to recognize when to advance, pause, or withdraw in relationships. Rushing into a connection often leads to misalignment, misunderstanding, or premature attachment. By respecting timing and pacing your actions, you create the conditions for relationships to develop organically and authentically. Taking action with patience ensures that both individuals are ready, willing, and capable of contributing to a meaningful, balanced partnership. Taking action also involves being open to diverse experiences and possibilities. Sometimes the right partner may not fit the exact mold you envisioned. By being proactive in exploring new social circles, interests, and environments, you increase your exposure to potential matches. Patience allows you to remain open-minded without settling for someone who is incompatible. Flexibility combined with deliberate effort ensures that you remain receptive to opportunities while maintaining standards and expectations. This balance prevents frustration and helps you navigate the dating process with optimism and clarity, increasing the likelihood of finding a meaningful connection. Finally, taking action with patience ensures that you approach relationships with intention and clarity. It allows you to be proactive without desperation, open without compromising your standards, and engaged without becoming impatient. This balanced approach attracts partners who share similar values, life goals, and commitment levels. By investing effort in meeting people, communicating effectively, and navigating the process thoughtfully, you lay the groundwork for a healthy, lasting relationship. Patience ensures that your journey is sustainable, while action ensures that you create opportunities for genuine connections that can grow into meaningful love. In conclusion, taking action with patience is essential for finding a meaningful relationship. By proactively meeting new people, engaging in social activities, practicing vulnerability, improving communication, reflecting on experiences, being consistent, respecting timing, and remaining open-minded, you increase your chances of forming a compatible partnership. Patience allows you to navigate setbacks gracefully and avoid rushing into unsuitable connections. Action ensures that opportunities are created rather than waiting passively. Together, action and patience provide the balance needed to attract a partner who aligns with your values, goals, and emotional needs, forming the foundation for a healthy, lasting, and fulfilling relationship.